Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We out.
I'm outside again.
Yo, like, comment, subscribe, let's get up in that algorithm. But today, man, today, we gonna be covering this DJ Akademiks case, this lawsuit. And the reason why I wanted to cover it is because, some of y'all other YouTubers are hilarious to me. I'm not gonna even name no names. I'm just gonna say, if you cover the DJ Akademiks case, you involved in this. Because y'all literally covered the initial, case. Y'all covered the initial first when the girl dropped the lawsuit. Why none of y'all covered that Act responded to this, or none of y'all followed through with the case? It just, I guess because the headline is more grabbing and everything. And it's so funny to me because I'm guessing that this is probably not going to get as many views or nothing. And it's not really a big deal to me, just because I'm just report the news, bro. Like, that's how I be feeling about just certain things. I just would hope in the future that as long as you're gonna break a story, just follow through with it. It's all. Oh, hold on, I gotta answer this call real quick. Now, as everybody may know, so DJ Akademiks, also known as Livingston Allen, he's being sued. He is not being sued criminally. I want that to be established. This is not a criminal suit. There is no criminal ramifications that are coming from this lawsuit. All of this is strictly monetary at this point. There is nothing criminal on DJ Akademiks at this point. I would show a lot of parts in the I'm going to show a lot of parts in this, but predominantly this is the complaint, and then you're gonna see Akademiks' response, and that is what I'm going to highlight. So as you can see here, you see that this is information that is readily known and everything. So we all know about July 16th and everything. She's saying that he invited her to the house with ill intent. She did not suspect ill intentions or anything. As you start to go through everything, I'm telling y'all, this one thing about these documents, I ain't gonna cap. To lawyers, I got mad respect to all my lawyers, because this is a lot of writing, my nigga. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I want to read through all this shit, bro, but it I already read through this shit, so y'all don't really got to. So speaking of which, let's go to paragraph 2, because this is the part where something is important, where she's alleging. So paragraph 2 right here. So, as you can see right here, on the day of the incident where she's abusing, certain things happen. This is where it said, Miss Abash arrived to enjoy her evening. Little did she know that the defendant, Livingston Allen, and his two accomplices, this is John Doe and John 1, this is his homies, would drug her and boom. So, now, you cannot, in this complaint, I understand, this sounds crazy. A lot of this shit sounds crazy, but like I always say, there is one side, there's the other side, and then there's gonna be what the jury decides. So Akademiks, as most of y'all don't realize, he is fighting this. So she is able to spew all of this. I'm not coming at her. I'm being this is being unbiased. So this is bad. And if he is guilty of these things, you know what? Criminal charges should be brought if that is the case. But this isn't criminal. This is civil. So we're gonna keep it at that. So overall, she's seeking for she said the morning after the incident, and the craziest thing is Akademiks has said a lot of this stuff. So a lot of this is regurgitated information. Aside from the little minute details when she adds in the text messages, which Act still talked about, but we didn't see the severity. We couldn't see the footage of everything. You could just see the stuff on the paper. I mean, you could just see the image on the paper, which I can't show because of YouTube purposes. And she basically is everything that has been said about Act. I'm not saying it's true, but she's basically regurgitated the same story, except in her story, she's basically claiming that Act he was knowledgeable and cognizant of everything that happened to her, and he was a participant, which now you will see, because even right here, she even claims, right here in paragraph 9. So she even quotes right here, DJ Academics, and she's quoting the interview in which this is where she's using for the defamation. This is so, because you got to remember, she's suing him for sexual assault. She's suing him for defamation. She's suing him for, there's a couple of other things in here. Hold on, I will go to the bottom. Because I'm sorry, I had to skim through that bit quick because I remember there's a picture in this bitch I did not want. Yeah, damages, suing for damages. Breach. Oh yeah, okay, so here it is, the cause of action. So negligence, so she's suing for negligence, suing for for SA, suing for defamation, and she is suing for negligent infliction of emotional distress. So basically emotional distress. Yeah. So now this is DJ Academics' response to all of these. And you know what? It was the most simplest of responses. So it is literally, defendant denies the allegations of paragraph 2. Defendant denies the allegations of everything. And so forth, everything is pretty much denied. And then for the things that he didn't say that he denies, it is defendant denies the allegations. Or defendant is without knowledge sufficient to form a belief as to the truth of the allegations of 9 or anything. When it says that, that's just basically act saying, listen, I was too drunk for you to even be saying I was cognizant of what's going on. Now, here is my one thing to act that I will say, and this is like brother to brother, like for real. Because act Jamaican. And this is one thing about Jamaicans, bro. There's one thing about Jamaicans. Even if you're Jamaican, you always have respect for other Jamaicans, especially when you see them doing their thing. You always respect a Jamaican that grinds. You can't respect a lazy Jamaican. That's one thing. We don't respect lazy Jamaicans. But a Jamaican always still got a mutual respect for another Jamaican. Like, it's just something about it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something in the blood, real, bro. And all my Jamaicans could attest to this. Like, any one of my Jamaicans want to jump in the comment section, you could attest to this, for real. But, now, like, let's get back into this. So overall, he denies, and let me go back up, because when I'm showing y'all, so just so y'all, okay, almost caught a glimpse of the bad thing that I didn't want. So we're at 19. So according to Abad, she met Alan online via social media, and she began casually dating him, and he periodically invited her to his New Jersey home, and that's 19. Defendant admits the allegations of paragraph 19. So the reason why I wanted to highlight that is because for y'all that are saying that Academics is just denying everything, no, Academics is saying, hey, this happened. Like, yes, we were cool. Yes, we did date. Yes, we fucked. All that stuff is true. But on the night in question that you are talking about, I had nothing to do with that. That is pretty much it. That is pretty, like, and it go, because even if it goes here, right here, he says, defendant admits the allegations of paragraph 20. Defendant repeats the answer to paragraph 1 as it is set forth the length here for. So here's paragraph 1. Defendant denies the allegation that defendant Allen contacted the plaintiff. The defendant admits that the defendant sent a car to pick up the plaintiff and that the plaintiff had been to the defendant's home before. With regard to the remaining allegations, so this is to show you that he is not denying. He just denies. This is what he's denying. He denies the allegation that defendant Allen contacted. This word is key. Contacted the plaintiff, because in hers she said that he contacted her. He talked, like, basically she talked to him after everything. He only talked to her the minute, and he only talked to her that beginning of the minute before he sent her the car. He talked to her, sent her the car. And that was it. He never talked to her after that. And that is what he is denying. He never talked to her after that car was sent. He admits that he sent a car. And you see, he says it. I admit I sent the car. speak it, and she's been here before. But anything in regards to the essay, anything in regards to all that other stuff that happened on that night in question, I have nothing to do with, because I was not cognizant or present for enough to be there. Not that he wasn't in the house, but just saying he was not cognizant enough to be responsible for that, is more what he's saying. So yeah, no, yeah, we were on 22. So now he denies, and now here's where shit gets a little tricky. So it says number 25, it says defendant states that social media posts speak for itself. So 25, what did she say in 25? So let's go look. According to a post on social media, Mr. Allen admitting to telling John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 and stated, now granted, this is a girl who I've been dealing with for a couple years. I've messed with her for years. When she came over that time, she had told me she was like a dancer, some shit like that. I remember, and I don't know if maybe my niggas took it the wrong way, because I remember she had told me, she was like, yo, the girl you used to know, like I'm on some bad girl vibes type now some bad girl vibes now type shit. Basically, she was like doing her thing. I remember I told them John Doe 1 and John Doe 2. He has never released their names. I'm like, yo, this is before, when I was going to the party, I was like, yo, I'm about to get this girl, plaintiff, and we already know who her name is, coming over later for me. She told me she on some different vibes. I don't know if that's what they, John Doe 1 and 2, took. I can't really speak to other niggas' thing. I only speak to myself. All right, bet, cool. And then this is when she says she arrives at the home and all this other stuff. So he says defendant is without knowledge. And now this is where this is important. He said he admitted to this, but he's saying he is without knowledge as to the truth of the allegations of paragraph 16, and plaintiff is left to her proofs. Now, why is that important? Because this is where she basically saying she arrived. See, when Miss Abash arrived at, I keep saying Abush, I'm so sorry, sis. When Miss Abash arrived at Mr. Allen's home, everything seemed normal, apart from the neighborhood power outage. John Doe 1, now here's where the names are introduced. Khalif, a friend of Mr. Allen, greeted her. Miss Abash was taken aback because Mr. Allen did not tell her anyone would be at his home upon her arrival. She did not suspect anything suspicious, so she entered the home. John Doe 1 invited Miss Abash into kitchen and introduced her to John Doe 2, Slime, another... Yo, hold up, what the fuck up? Why the fuck is this nigga's name Slime? Why the fuck are you chilling with a nigga named Slime? That just sounds greasy, on some greasy shit. Like, this just sounds like now these niggas was up to no good. Sorry, I digress from that. But just saying, Slime, what the fuck? Like, I'ma slime you out. Like, what the fuck? The fuck? You tied in with the Young Thug trial? You just a Mr. Slime. Like, what the fuck? You on your Double Dare 2000, Mr. Slime. Like, what the fuck you got going on here, big dog? Whatever, I digress from that. But due to the power outage, the three of them sat in the kitchen together. Miss Abash engaged in small talk with them, patiently waiting for Mr. Allen to appear. Miss Abash recalls John Doe 1 relatively talkative, while John Doe 2 was oddly quiet. Mr. Slime, of course, he's ready to slime her ass out. The fuck, he about to drink. Like, yeah, he about to slime that drink. Slime. Like, the fuck. No, I'm playing. Okay, I'm done. Okay, no more trouble. Oh man, alright. So she said she was initially offered a drink, but she refused and opted to make her own drink, as she was accustomed to when she visited Mr. Allen's home. So let's see, okay. And then this is pretty much where he's gonna basically say he is without knowledge And the reason why he's saying he is without knowledge, because this is pretty much where it goes into her saying, they drank, boom, boom, ended up on the patio. From ending up on the patio, she ends up with Ak, and it's a bunch of stuff. So basically, from all this, he's basically pretty much denied. He's without knowledge or proof. So this basically is just saying, I don't know what he's basically. If that's what she said happened, we'll see you in court. Is pretty much what these statements are saying. If this is what she said happened, we'll see you in court. So now pretty much left to her proof. He denies these allegations, denies, because most of the times when you're seeing the denies, that's most of the time where she's saying that he assaulted her in most of those situations. I gotta go just look real quick at 63, because I don't think 63 was the bad one. Yeah, here we go. According to Miss Abash, Mr. Allen then assured her that everything was okay and that he spoke, and that as he spoke, he noticed Miss Abash's demeanor had begun to change. Mr. Allen then hastily told her that his mother was on the way and would be there shortly, and proceeded to order her a lift back to Pennsylvania. And this where he says defendant admits to the allegations. And this is where I want y'all to see. He admits showing the plaintiff videos, but denies the remaining things. So the reason why that's important too. He's saying he showed her the surveillance footage of John Doe 1, and everything. Her briefly and skipped through the video. So he basically he went through it quick. Like, hey, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And so now he says basically, yep, I did that. I didn't do that. Didn't like, he denied 63 altogether. He denied that altogether. That's where he was saying that she was saying this is where he was attempting to destroy evidence and stuff in the dumpster. He said he never did that shit. Basically denies he never did that shit. And pretty much it's just that's it. It's pretty much the response is, whenever you see him saying that, is pretty much is like, hey, if he also right here, defendant denies all these allegations. Some of these I'm scared to go through certain parts of the affidavit. I'm not the affidavit, the complaint, because there was like some pictures in it, and I'm just gonna remember what page they were on. But pretty much he responded to everything. Yeah, he denied it. And they're taking it to trial, bro. So they're going to take it to trial. And from taking it to trial, they're basically going to go through the first cause of action. Because the first cause of action is the emotional distress. And that's what they had: the emotional distress, the defamation, the essay, and the negligence. So in my humblest opinion, I think, and mind you, they're going to trial, so they're going to see a trial by jury and everything. So they're going to select the jury, go through the jury process, and this is not criminal. They do this in civil trials also. You could have a trial by jury in a civil case. That is a thing. That is a thing. Also, the other thing I was going to just say is, I think Ak is going to be coming up with some money. I'm not going to cap Ak. I think you're going to be paying this girl. I'm happy that you're fighting the case. You know what I mean? Never, because I feel like sometimes even just immediately paying somebody is an admission of guilt. But regardless, I don't think that just because he may be found guilty of this, but he may have done anything wrong in the situation. And I'm not saying that to take away from anything that Shorty has been through, because regardless if anything has happened to her, she deserves justice in whatever type of form it is, whether it be criminal or whether it be monetary. I'll say that for her. But overall, Ak, I think you coming out of pocket with something, my boy. And like, no disrespect. And that's no disrespect, but you might be coming out of pocket for this. How much is going to be the question. But I think that regardless, just because it was on your property, maybe that's the only reason I say that you might be charged. Well, not charged, but hit with, like, you might have to pay out some money. But that's about it. Ak is just going to have to maybe possibly pay out some money. Hopefully he don't. Because if this is just a cash grab and he's really not wrong for anything, then I don't agree with him having to pay out anything. So other than that, I just wanted to report the facts that y'all weren't doing this. Like, I'm like, damn, nobody reported that. Because like I remember I seen the complaint, and I seen all this other stuff, and I remember I saw when they asked to extend for a time to answer, and that was on her side before they put out this long ass shit of everything, and I was just like, well, damn, this shit crazy. Okay, cool, but I just seen nobody responded to it, and I was just like, let me go respond to this shit or make a video about the response, because at least everybody deserves their fair share in the media, and I just don't like seeing it when y'all, like, I remember I was looking up, because I remember I was going to look up the case, and all I saw was just articles about act hit with a lawsuit, 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 and I was like, damn, I ain't seen not one video saying that DJ Akademiks responds to his lawsuit. Like, damn, like, y'all could at least do the man that much credit, bro. Like, just at least keep the same energy. The same shit with Little Reese. Because when Little Reese got charged, y'all did not have that same energy. Y'all plastered on the headlines, but when he was found innocent, nobody had no energy for Little Reese. But I digress from that. Overall, it's your boy Icongotyou, aka the voice of the casual, aka Mr. Leather on Butt. And like I be trying to tell y'all, always be you and never be afraid to reinvent yourself. Until next time, man, I'm out.
Oh, Con, you the best.